The general consensus online is that you should dispute and remove late payments with Goodwill letters. After 15 years, do not use a Goodwill letter. I'm going to explain exactly why and what you should do instead. And you're definitely going to want to go check out my other videos on removing student loans. A ton of people had student loans come out of forbearance. Scroll down on the results. There's my video from 2 days ago, how to easily remove student loans. It's a foolproof strategy. Why use a Goodwill letter to remove student loans? Generally, a Goodwill letter is where you're like, hey, I had a hardship. I'm requesting a Goodwill adjustment, meaning you remove the 30-day, 60-day, 90-day late payment from my credit report, and you explain your situation and ask them to do it. But when you look further into it, we find a couple of things. Number one, you are admitting to being late. Do you think any good attorney would admit their client is guilty in court? No, they're going to spin a story, use quote unquote evidence that proves, everything to the contrary, right? And you can even look right here, credit attorney here. Ask for a Goodwill, but Mohela rarely cooperates. A Goodwill letter is where you are, number one, admitting you were late. When you dispute with the credit bureaus and you're like, hey, I wasn't late, remove this for inaccuracy because you found one of my videos that says, they're going to be like, oh, funny thing is, you sent a Goodwill letter and said you were late and it gets used against you. What are you supposed to do instead? Wait the 7 years, because step 4 here says 7-year rule. Late payments stay on your credit report for 7 years from the last payment. Once it passes, it will be removed. Maintain good payment habits. When you scroll down, it's telling you to dispute the 90-day, 30-day, or 60-day late payments or loan delinquencies. When you go and you click on my videos, you're going to find out that there's a very specific way that you need to dispute and remove late payments. It's not saying I was late. No, 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 no. What's worse is that you're usually dealing with federal student loans, which is, it's even harder to get rid of than private student loans or regular charge-offs. It means waiting longer, and a lot of consumers don't even get them removed. Seriously. So you're definitely going to want to check out those previous videos to learn how to correct late payments on student loans, to update the account to reflect 0 late payments, how to remove the entire account by disputing the late payment history, virtually always report late payments beginning with 90 days, and why it's something you can dispute, and of course, how to handle student loan collections, such as U.S. Department of Education, and what to do when the bureaus verify accounts as accurate. You can't have 90-day late payments without prior 30 or 60-day late payments. How does that work? You paid on time and then we're 90 days late. Think about how that makes any logical sense. It doesn't. There's nothing that would really make sense. They don't report you as late until 90 days late. The prior on-time payments are wrong. So assume that one late payment is incorrect. Late payment history should always report 30, 60, 90. That's it. No if, ands, or buts. So I want you to go and check out those other videos. I'm going to link them in the description. Don't believe these other creators and gurus when they tell you to send in a Goodwill letter. Don't dispute online. Don't send a template. Don't believe when they tell you to use a legal identity theft method if you're not a victim of identity theft. Find the actual information on your credit report and use it to support your argument. You cannot report any 90-day late payments without a prior 30 or 60-day late payment. I even give you dispute reason examples, how to actually correct or remove. We went over that video yesterday, what to do when they verify is accurate, and how to write your letter. All you gotta do is watch those videos. They want you to use the worst possible process because they are not going to help you. The bureau's not going to help you. The creditor's not going to help you. They make money off of your inaccurate, derogatory data. It's more expensive for the bureaus to sell your information, meaning it costs more for a potential lender to buy the information. A creditor can charge you more interest. They're in the data business. If you have late payments on your federal student loans, if you have late payments on any type of student loan, then you need to understand this process. If you don't understand it, don't just send out some arbitrary letter because it's not going to work. It's going to fail. And they'll be on there. The longer you dispute, the harder to remove negative items. Contact me using the link at the top of the screen, and I will see if I can remove them for you. The answer is yes. It's my740.com, or you can send me a message on my booking site